Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, have you ever wondered if claims from businesses that they're going green are too good to be true? Well, you're not alone. A new expert body has been tasked by the government to tackle the problem of greenwashing by setting out what does constitute a truly environmentally sustainable investment. Our economics correspondent, Helia Ebrahimi, reports.
Greenwashing. Lots of companies want to tell us that they're going green, but how many of them are covering up the truth? Today, the Treasury announced there'd be a new rulebook written to standardise sustainability claims and ensure companies do what they promise. Have you heard of greenwashing?
Yes, it's the same as brainwashing.
You just go on what they're saying, I guess, and you just kind of buy into it.
Like McDonald's, which has faced criticism after it emerged their new paper straws were not recyclable. What do you think? You're still here.
Yeah,
You're still about to walk into McDonald's.
To be honest, we thought it was quite ridiculous. I have like a reusable straw in my bag, so I have a metal straw that I take with me everywhere.
But it wouldn't stop you shopping at McDonald's?
Not necessarily.
And it's not just McDonald's. Ryanair was censured for claiming it had the lowest carbon emissions of any major airline. It had to retract its advert.
At BP, we see possibilities everywhere.
While Shell and BP have both been mocked for their social media campaigns, portraying them as being in the vanguard of renewable energy and airbrushing out their continuing focus on fossil fuels.
Let's make the future.
What we need are common standards to fact-check the claims made by companies, says the chair of the Treasury's new oversight group.
What we're trying to do is basically write a green dictionary so everybody knows which direction we need to point in. We're seeing much more money flow into the sustainable or ethical finance space, which is brilliant, but we need to know that these products are doing what they say on the tin.
There are lots of instances where companies are making claims about their agenda, about their policies, that have been proven to be false. How rife is that?
I think there is some misinformation in the market to get into
Fast fashion has attracted a lot of attention for the mountains of waste it produces. Stores like H&M say their recycling initiatives help make them more sustainable. But campaigners argue it's hard to make such a high production business model green. So does it make a difference to consumer behaviour?
If I'm honest, no. I'm saying that, but I think the young do. I know my grandchildren do. I suppose you get into a habit and you don't really change that much.
I see you're carrying a McDonald's cup. Does it matter to you whether a company is sustainable or green?
It depends on the level of damage they're doing, I guess.
The thing is, it's so hard because everything's so cheap there, so it's a balance between money and trying to do what's good for the world.
The answer doesn't just lie in changes to the private market. Real change will need government action.
We need more intervention from government. There's an assumption that the market will solve this crisis by itself, and that's just not realistic. Are
companies changing their behaviour?
I think they are starting to change their behaviour, but I don't think
enough?
No, not at all enough, and not at the pace required to address this crisis.
Ahead of COP26, the Prime Minister is keen to push environmental policies and burnish his green credentials. The question for campaigners is whether these plans will force companies to turn their green wash into reality.